Sucker on the beat.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything that exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Yo, salute. Shout out to everybody that's coming up and pulling up in the building. You are now rocking with the best. You are definitely now rocking with the best. I'm not going to say forget the rest, but you are now rocking with the best. We got our Drop Guard in the building. We got Magnificent Mecca in the building. We got King Kreco in the building. How y'all doing? How y'all good people doing today? I got it on, what's that called? I got it on subscribers only mode. I found out how to do that the other night. Y'all done fucked up the church's money. Smash the like button for that. Shout out to my man Chase Milano. In the words of Chase Milano, y'all ain't fucking with me. My man Chase said he got struck by a YouTuber. So he won't be going live for like about a week. This shit real, y'all. Chase Milano on niggas' asses, y'all. I think he need about maybe 20 more subscribers, y'all, and he got 1,000. That nigga popped up. He in every hood like a liquor store. You heard me? Shout out to all the content creators. Big Dice is praying for every one of y'all. You see I'm rocking this fresh hat. Shout out to my man Fast Cash Class over there. Let's go. This is a little hat line he got. I said I'll rock it with the low shirt, because, I put the coordination of blue to blue. I try to do it the best of my ability. The old man do put it together when I put it together. Don't be upset. I am Sharon McLeod's son. I did tell y'all that, right? Oh, smash the like button for that. Shout out to Magnificent Mecca for informing me on how to change the title, because the original title I had said organ trafficking. Barlow is in the building. The original title I had said organ trafficking. But shout out to Magnificent Mecca. I was even unaware that YouTube is kind of funny about certain things. So she forewarned me and said, yo, Dice, just change the title. Make sure they don't try to strike you or nothing. And I appreciate that. I didn't even know that, y'all. You dig what I'm saying? I got a few more days. You dig? Ha, ha, ha. Matter of fact, what's the date? Can anybody tell me the date? The date is July 11th. July 11th, baby. July 18th, we going to be able to rock and roll. Gonna fuck around and be seeing little commercials and shit, little Sony commercials and shit. They might even throw a motherfucking tampon commercial up in that motherfucker. Everything on TV now is tampons, Pampers, birth control. Yo, Barlow, what you smoking on, brother? 2 L's up. I told y'all last week when I was rocking that shirt, Boss sent me that Care Bear package of that Ralph Lauren and that exclusive shit for the big men. You dig what I'm saying? We need love too. Big niggas, we need love too. We need love too. We need apparel. We don't be walking around looking dusty and musty. Praise God to whoever created Big and Tall. Whoever created Big and Tall, I love y'all. Because before y'all, shit was fucked up for a big man. Let's get into this work.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds be cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading they clothes on the Poshmark. Swiss baby, careful with this. I mean this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bout to put your car on skates. You think you sliding through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's some jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told.
We said in every hood there was a nigga that was tough, but he still told. I don't know if y'all know who this. Matter of fact, shout out to my supporters. And shout out to my sponsors. Let's get into my sponsors, man, right quick. Shout out to my man Walt and them over there at the Real Fronto. I've been fucking up. Shout out to my man Walt and them over there at the Real Fronto. The best grabber, the best fronto in the world. Go to www.therealfronto.com if you don't have an Instagram page. But if you do have an Instagram page, go on over to the Real Fronto and subscribe. Tell them Big Dice sent you. They got the best honey leaf fronto. What I mean by honey leaf, they got the best light fronto and the best dark fronto I smoked since the 90s. They got the best grabber, dark and light, and they will send it right to your home. You can get 5 leaves for $15, or you can get the pound, which is 18 to 21 leaves, and then throw in a couple of extra leaves if you put in code Big Dice or the Big Dice Chronicles. Go over there and give my mans and them some love, man. Fuck with my man Dav over there at Legal Guap, too. Fuck with my man over there at Legal Guap. Go on over to Instagram and follow my man Dav at Legal Guap. Y'all see his handle right there. Legal Guap #3 at Instagram. Rondo Reddo at Facebook. 03 Bulk Paul at Instagram. He popping. It's my man right there. He got a little clothing line. Whatever colors you want, whatever coordination you want to put together, he can do it for you. The material is fire. People from Team Guardian have copped it. I've copped it. Shout out to my man White Tommy Thomas Norris. He copped it. You got some of the duck bill hats for the women. You dig what I'm saying? You got some of the duck bill hats for the women. You got the unisex sweatsuits for the men and women. Got them for the young kids also. The little princes, the little princesses. This is just a few of the things he got, y'all. This is not everything he got. This is just a few of the things he got. But I want y'all to go over to his website at Legal Guap #3 at Instagram and check out what my man got going on. He got everything from leotards to socks. He said the money clips is coming out. He doing the Legal Guap thongs. He bring the lingerie out. He already got these right here. You know, for the ladies just want to walk around with that. Meow. It's summertime. You might want to intrigue your man, walk around the crib with just, you know, that on. Meow. You got the baseball hats for us too, y'all. Whatever color you want, whatever color coordination that you want, he will put it together for you. Don't forget when you go over there, tell him Big Dice sent you. And get to it like Patrick Ewing. Last but not least, shout out to my man Messiah over there on Instagram. First Messiah, the number 1, ST, the letter 1, ST, MESSIAH. His Instagram page is the letter 1, ST Messiah. He has a clothing line. He did this jacket for me, but this right here is his clothing line. And when you see this symbol, you'll know that my man is responsible. That's my man Lord clothing line. It's called Saki International. That's just some of the summer hats he just dropped out. He got some fire for y'all. They got everything from the hat to the socks. But he also is nice with doing personalized jackets, denim, leather. You see what he did to this army fatigue jacket right here for me? That's the front of it. It was just a regular jacket. I put some thought into it and told him to put his motherfucking creativity into it. But the only thing I wanted him to do was the back. And you see what he put on the back? God was born in Brooklyn. That's why when some people talk about, they question my faith and my belief in God, this jacket was made before I had the YouTube page. So my handle is official. Respect to check it. Yeah, I'm looking like a golf player right now. Check me out. You notice I'm showing the side with the good eye. Check me out. See, I know how to work the bad eye, so even on the pose, I can make it look good. Check me out. Yeah. You notice, though, you see what's up there, don't you? Yo, boy, they see what's up there. I don't know if it's blending in right. 2 L's up. I don't know if y'all see it. Sheesh. Sheesh. Uh-huh. Derek Self Rhodes, I see you in the building. Sheesh. Not bad for 50, y'all. Not bad for 50. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I am Sharon McLeod's only born. You heard me? Smash that motherfucker like button. You're now rocking with the best. It's simple and plain. We're going to get into this content over here. I want to see if y'all understood what I was talking about when y'all read the description. Motherfuckers is selling organs. Y'all know that? Allegedly, there's wealthy people, millionaires, billionaires, owning a lot of companies that you wouldn't even believe that they're involved with. They dying. What the niggas talking about, boy? They don't know who I am? Yo, boy, they don't know who he is? What they talking about, Craig? This shit is light shit. We do this shit every day, y'all. The only reason I'm dressed like this because I was outside handling my business at work and I just came in to, rock and roll with y'all. Don't make a difference when I'm outside in the street. Oh, I look really, really, like they say, appealing when they see me. Don't get it twisted. 6'5", articulate, brown skin. I ain't the bad nigga to look at. You dig what I'm saying? I keep a little change in my pocket. And I learned this from Fred McLeod. I know how to make a woman smile, man. He said, if you make a woman smile, you'll make a woman love, boy. That's some game for y'all. Because, I do take y'all to Big Dice 101. I remember I was talking to Barlow. Shout out to Barlow. He in the building. He was like, yo, let me ask you something, Dice. I'm like, Bar, what up? He was like, when the fuck did you stop being crazy? I said, what? The nigga Bar said, out of all the motherfuckers in the hood that I seen come up and the shit that you used to be into, when the fuck did you start having so much motherfucking sense? I never forget he asked me that question. I just started laughing. I started having my sense when I had my son at 25. It started prickling through. I started seeing the dumb shit I was doing. Didn't want that to happen to him. Then I lost my beloved mother 3 weeks before my 30th birthday. That right there was the shock factor for me that woke me the fuck up. And it's like when my mother physical left, I tell people so much of her heart and her compassion transferred to me. It's just like my grandmother was such a loving and beautiful person. When she passed, her spirit pushed into my mother on top of the love that she had. So when my mother passed, both of their spirits pushed on top of me. So that's where I think all that sense came in. Sometimes you gotta look yourself in the motherfucking mirror and be like, yo, you fucking up, boy. Yo, Mighty Joe Young, I see you in the building. What up, boy? Brooklyn is in the building. Park Place is in the building. And like my man Derek said, yeah, they fucking with this organ harvesting, y'all. Rest in peace to this young lady right here, man. Y'all see what I got right there? Rest in peace to this young lady right here. Do anybody know who this is? Do anybody know who this is? Yeah, we doing content over here. I don't know what that other shit. I'm Sharon McLeod's son. The one and only. You heard me? And I need y'all to start supporting that motherfucking Cash App. You see it going across the bottom. This is where that work is at, y'all. This is the only way the channel is going to motherfucking grow, and I appreciate the love. You heard me? You heard me? Shout out to the word to my man behind the bar. $2? Y'all can't give a nigga $2? That's a fact, Drop Guard. This young lady right here is Miss Kenneka Jenkins. Kenneka Jenkins. Thomas, I was just talking about you, baby. We got Thomas in the building. I was just talking about you, Thomas. If y'all don't know who Thomas is, go check the motherfucking story I did on Thomas, man. White Tommy from East New York. That's him right there in the middle, y'all. No, excuse me. That's him on the left. And shout out to Blue Boy. Free Blue Boy. I'm still saying it. We got Thomas in the building. We got White Tommy from East New York in the building. We got legends in the building pulling up. This ain't where the regulars come. This is where the righteous come. But shout out to this young lady right here, Kenneka Jenkins. That's her, Craig. This picture right here shows her in either a collared shirt, and from the description that we see right here, beautiful young lady, look like she's aspiring to be what? Successful in life. Magnificent Mecca, I see you. Beautiful lady right here. Looked like she was supposed to be aspiring to be successful in life. She was popular. May she rest in peace. This woman right here was killed. I know y'all like, what, killed? Yes, she was killed. Shorty was killed. There was a big party. You know how the kids get together and they rent a couple of rooms. It was a big party at a hotel. And her and some of her friends were invited and went to this party. And about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, ironically, she just left where the party was going on. And then they have videos surfacing of her seeming disordered, maybe high, drunk, walking through the hallway of the hotel where the party was thrown. Now think about what I'm saying. We all go to a party. It's 3 or 4 of us and we go to a party and I just leave. You mean to tell me 3 of the people that's with me ain't gonna be concerned about where am I going? And I'm a man, like niggas like the dice. Where you going, boy? You think my mans wouldn't ask me like where I'm going? They wouldn't be that of concern to me to be like, yo, bro, where you going? I met me a little shooby doobie. We about to go get the motherfucking movie. You heard what I'm saying? Anything. I met me a little shooby doobie. We about to go to the Waffle House and then we getting into a jacuzzi. Anything. These are conversations that people that care about each other. Oh, I don't feel good. I'm going home. Oh, I'm not feeling this party. I'm about to go home. These are conversations that people have with each other. They care about each other. So you mean to tell me her and her homegirls went to this party together, but she disappeared. Homegirls don't care nothing about that. 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, they cannot find this young lady. They can't even find her. Like, where the fuck Kenneka at? The next day, after more police and detectives were called to the hotel, Dunbars, I see you in the building. They find this young lady in a freezer. This lady right here. Let me show you to her again. They find this young girl in a freezer. She's beat up. Her pants are hanging down. And she's drenched with water. Drenched with water. They find her in there, non-responsive, dead. The next day. The crazy and mysterious part about this story is nobody went to the videotape the night that she was missing. You mean to tell me it takes the next day for detectives and other people to come to go to the tape? You hear that goofy shit they told us? How the fuck she do that? First of all, they said she apparently or supposedly have locked herself. So they show her walking around. They never show her walk into that freezer. That's a fact. Heartbreaking, Thomas. They never saw her walk into that freezer. But in the video, it seems like why it seems like her arms is always up? Because some people that did an investigation into that video said that the video was cropped. Some people that did an investigation on that video said that people were carrying her. She was walking with someone. You see how her shoulder was up and she kept falling? They said it was someone that was escorting her to that motherfucking basement, to that abandoned kitchen. Because in the video, you hear somebody calling her, Kenneka, come on. And she like this, where y'all at? You can tell she's highly, highly intoxicated. Then they show videos of her inside the hotel room where the party was actually taking place. But this is the funny part. Everybody knows about the high gang level in Chicago. They say that this young lady was invited to the party. She was lured to the party by her own friends that night because they knew that she was supposed to be killed and they wanted her raped. You see, that's what them young kids do. They get parties and put rooms together. One room is a group of them up their party. Then it's another room. You know, they try to slide off and do that dibble-dibble. There's a videotape where they're sitting there with her homegirls. One of them name is Irene because I don't trust her. I've always remembered that name. And you hear her in the background, Miss Kenneka Jenkins, may she rest in peace, saying, stop, get off me, leave me alone. Some people allegedly saying at that particular moment, that young lady was being raped. She was being gang raped. Blue Dot, New York Links, I see you in the building. I'm telling you, this case fucks with me, y'all. Excuse me. You see that? Blue Dot said, I always think about this case. See, I told y'all, to all the YouTube content creators, create content. You would be surprised what people are intrigued by and what they think about. Because look at that. Great minds think alike. I've been thinking about this Kenneka Jenkins case before I've had any thoughts of being on YouTube. I wanted to know what happened to this young girl. And then ironically, it gets deeper. Then ironically, trying to remember his name. If anybody can help me with his name, it was another big podcast creative. He had dreads. He was from Chicago. May he rest in peace. Check this out. There were attempts on this young man's life. Numerous attempts on his life because of stuff that he was talking about on his podcast. Still unsolved to this day, yo. Still unsolved to this day. To this day. Still unsolved to this day. But the dude that was in California, just like us, he had his own podcast. That nigga was on the motherfucking scene because he was connected to the gang members out there and he was getting intricate information, very, very specific and detailed information pertaining to this young lady's case. Rest in peace. You heard what I said. They killed him. He was the only one in Chicago that dropped the exclusive interview with the best friend that was with Kenneka Jenkins that night, Irene. The only one that got that interview. He was killed shortly after that interview. Why was he killed? Because in that interview, allegedly, the description that is appeared to be right here, young girl going to school, trying to be the best in the hood, she had two lives. See, she was also connected to the gang. She was also connected to gang. And ironically, allegedly, they say that it was times where she was involved with lining people up to be robbed and killed. There's no need for me to go into the actual name of the gangs. We'll just say gangs. They will rival gang members. But she was known for setting up gang members from the opposing team for her friends. You know what it is. That's my homegirl. She live on the block. One of us got killed on the block. It affected our whole block. We all grew up together. The dudes from the other side is attracted to my homegirl. My homegirl vows her loyalty to the block and our friend that was killed. So what she do? She may wait tell one of the people from the opposing team, like they say the ops, she may purposely initiate conversation on a DM or maybe in a club. But it's not because of mutual liking. She's doing that for her friends. Her male friends can retaliate, possibly kill, beat up, whatever the situation or severity is going to be, possibly beat up the opposition that she's trying to convince that she's attracted to them, just for them to get comfortable, to come see her alone, for her friends to hurt the opposition. They said she was known for doing that. She was setting them up. They said that young lady was raped repeatedly. She was beat repeatedly. They got the pictures on YouTube, but I didn't want to pull it up. If y'all want to go look into the pictures, y'all can do that. That picture right there is the one that I wanted to show. That's the one I wanted to show. They left her in a freezer, y'all. "19 years old. And the friends that she went to the party with didn't alert anyone, meaning her family, that she just went missing. She just left the party. You know, back in the days when our parents tell us something, if y'all go to a party together, y'all better not separate. If you leave, they leave. They didn't even care. You know why? Because they said her homegirls was part of it. But check this out. This where the shit get deep. This where the shit get deep. When they recovered this young lady body, her organs were gone. Her organs were removed. Vital parts of her body were removed. You see all over YouTube. And right after that situation with her, there was an investigation in 2 warehouses in Chicago that was shut down. Y'all can look this up. They were shut down, and they were shut down because when they were raided, organs were found inside of these warehouses. Kidneys, livers, hearts. Just think about this. Let me ask everybody that's in here. We got 18 in the building. Let's be fair. Let's be fair. It's a very, very important question I'm about to ask y'all. Say y'all on your dying bed. The doctor tells you it's nothing we can do. If you don't have a kidney, you're going to die in 4 months. Fuck all the bullshit you done been through the test. Fuck all this shit. Nigga, you about to die. I'm about to ask a question. Everybody in the building, if you would, I would like you to say, I would. If you wouldn't, I want you to say, I wouldn't. I'm going to answer the question, and this is so fucked up. I'm going to answer the question right now before I even ask y'all. I would. But the question I want to ask y'all is, say y'all got millions and billions and hundreds of millions of dollars. Somebody walk into your hospital room after the doctor just told you, check this out. You got 4 months to live, nigga, if you ain't got no kidney. Being straight up pussy, you gonna die. Then somebody walks into the hospital room and sits down and says, excuse me. Yo, Thomas, say you sitting in the bed and they walk up to you and say, excuse me, Thomas. And you go, what up, brother? And they look at you and say, if you give me $25 million, I have that perfect kidney match that you need to live. If you give me $50 million, I'll have it here at the motherfucking hospital in 48 hours. Let me ask y'all something. How many of y'all will pay that $50 million to live? Drop Guard said, give me that. I already told y'all I would. I'm not biased. Immediately take that 50. Thomas said I would. Take that 50. Shit, after the motherfucking surgery and my doctor tell me I'm living, nigga, I might shoot you another 25. Hold that. Mighty Joe said, I'm praying that. He praying for it. Let's be honest, y'all. Let's not be, there's no such thing as a bad opinion. I gave y'all my answer first, so I ain't being honest. I ain't being biased. I would. Now think about this. I just got all y'all. I didn't even ask you the important part of the question, and y'all already said y'all would. The important part of the question is, why wouldn't you pay $25, $50 million to live when it comes to somebody you don't know? Thomas, Drop Guard, myself, Mighty Joe Young just said, we'll pay $50 million for a motherfucker we know. Think about that. How many of y'all that if y'all know y'all got a motherfucking family member, they got a good ass goddamn kidney and you about to die, you wouldn't pay $50 million for that kidney? See, I ain't at that part of peace yet. My grandmother would have looked at me and said, baby, I'm not going to do it. My grandmother been like, baby, when it's time for my Jesus, my God and Savior to call me home, I'm going. It's your law. I know in my heart I'm supposed to say that's Allah's will. From where I come, I am supposed to go. But it's just a certain selfishness that every human being has when it comes to their life. Don't no human being want to die. Anybody in here want to die? Does anybody in here want to die? Anybody wake up saying, yo, check this out. I'm about to die today. Can't wait to die tomorrow. Anybody in here want to do that? I know people suffering from depression that want to die but don't want to die. Suffering, just want to leave this motherfucking earth because of the things that's going on. It seems like the shit ain't just right, but they don't want to die. If that's the case, they'll walk out there and kill themselves or run into a train or run into the street or blow their goddamn brains out or slit their wrists. Motherfuckers don't want to die even though they dying inside every day. But check this out. We're going to get into this video and I'm going to show y'all a Nigerian couple, a wealthy Nigerian couple that just was arrested and convicted for organ trafficking. And check this out. They black. Streets don't love nobody. Let's go.
Streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried. Tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly. My phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. but who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down. These niggas bitter, and I hope they get the picture. I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Yeah, the Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Job, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, marriage shit, Tower music, nigga.
Facts. Check this out, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. We were just talking about organ harvesting, right? Rest in peace to Kenneka Jenkins. Check this out, y'all. Look what this couple just got convicted of. And they black. Streets never love us, man.
Wealthy Nigerian politician, his wife, and a corrupt doctor are behind bars tonight after being found guilty of a shocking and elaborate organ harvesting plot. Ike Ekweremadu and his wife Beatrice trafficked a vulnerable street trader from Lagos to London with the promise of money. They wanted to take one of his kidneys to transplant into their sick daughter. When medics at London's Royal Free Hospital rejected him, the plot began to unravel. Police praised the victim's bravery today in coming forward to help secure the convictions. All three defendants are facing a maximum life sentence under modern slavery laws. Ellie Pitt has more.
When this 21-year-old man walked into a Surrey police station last year, crying and in distress, it was the start of an investigation into an alleged plot to harvest his organ.
That will not be intimidated by any circumstance.
Today, Senator Ike Ekweremadu, a powerful and wealthy politician in Nigeria, has been convicted of conspiring to arrange the travel of a young man with a view to exploiting him for his body part. Found guilty of the same charge this morning was the senator's wife, Beatrice, and a medical middleman they used, Dr. Abina Abeta.
This is the first conviction of its kind in the UK. We could not have achieved this without the courage of one person, our victim survivor. I want to commend him for his bravery in speaking out.
The Old Bailey heard how the victim, a street trader from Lagos, was offered £7,000 to come to the UK and promised a new life here. But the real plan, the jury was told, was that he would donate his kidney to the Ekweremadu's daughter Sonia, seen here at the front, who has a serious kidney condition. It's not illegal to donate a kidney, but it becomes criminal if there is a reward of money. They were pictured together before the proposed operation. He can't be identified for legal reasons. Today, Sonia Ekweremadu cried in court as she was cleared by the jury. The alleged plan hit problems when the Ekweremadus took the 21-year-old to start the transplant process.
The court heard how the victim came to this London hospital and that he didn't understand why he'd been brought to the UK until he met a doctor here. That doctor said the young man was not an appropriate donor because he hadn't had any advice about the risks of surgery and didn't have the funds he'd need for lifelong care. So the operation was refused.
The jury was told the Ekweremadus then continued the search for a donor, and this was when the victim was able to escape. Today, his lawyer in Nigeria explained how his client's life has been changed forever.
Certainly, with these things, he can't go back to who he used to be. He can't come to Nigeria freely, obviously. He cannot walk the streets of Nigeria. The cheerful part of it is that he's excited that he was able to stand up for himself.
And this decision to do that and seek help from the police has now created a historic legal precedent.
And that's because this is the first case where a conviction has been secured using the organ harvesting element of the Modern Slavery Act, a relatively new piece of legislation brought in 2015. But prosecutors have been criticised for the lack of convictions they've secured under it. Ike Ekweremadu, Beatrice Ekweremadu and Obinna Obeta will be sentenced on the 5th of May.
Do y'all hear that shit? City Bama salute. Do y'all hear that shit? God damn it, Chase, I just said your name, baby. Salute. Yeah, Chase, we doing it real. We have grown folks business over here. I just shouted you out, Chase. I just told him you need about, what, 10, 15? I heard about the strike and all that bullshit. Sucker shit. And me, everybody in the chat can tell Chase, man, I had so many times I could have striked so many channels. That shit ain't about no shit, man. Niggas they striking niggas because they see niggas is coming up. What I told y'all, that nigga Chase is coming. And in the words of Chase, y'all niggas can't fuck with me. I had to do that, Chase. I ain't gonna front. That shit be getting me hype at the end of his shit, y'all. Everybody go subscribe to my man Chase Milano. I got 16 in the building. If I got 16 in the building, he need like 15 and 20. Everybody pull out your phone right now. Go to Chase Milano, get my man at 1,000 and get him right. These is facts. We don't do that sucker shit. Craigo, City Bama, everybody. Yo, Thomas, do me a favor. Yo, New York Lynx, Magnificent Mecca, Drop Guard, Derek Izall, Ball Low. Everybody that's in here like swimwear, get over there and subscribe to my man. He like 20 light. He like 20 light. FTC, y'all see his shit? But look how people with this motherfucking money doing. Rest in peace to Kenneka Jenkins, man. This man is a motherfucking powerful ambassador damn near in this country. This nigga tells a nigga, yo, I got $7 grand for you. Come on over here and live a life. Them niggas was gonna murder that nigga and take his body parts, his organs, man. This shit crazy, y'all. Yo, you know we fuck with you over here, Chase. Because you got valid points and you feel, you got valid points. Like, you know, all that goofy shit that be going on, y'all. You know, I be trying to stay away from that shit. I watch it the next day because to me, it's funny. It's very, very funny to me. Even when I was a motherfucking target and I was up here boo-hooing upset with that shit because, you know, I'm standing on law. You dig what I'm saying? But YouTube, a lot of dudes on YouTube don't recognize real when they see it because I don't recognize too much shit on YouTube. I ain't gonna front. Shout out to Tube Chronicles. Like niggas don't real. If you fake, how you gonna recognize real? That's a fact. But real can recognize fake from 100,000 miles away, my nigga. You dig? But I pray for everybody. I don't want nobody else getting hurt. None of that bullshit. If you can't just do it and laugh, get off YouTube. In the words of El Compa, rest in peace, manners and respect. He was like, yo, check this out, man. If you ain't got no motherfucking crocodile skin for this shit, get the fuck up out of here. Beat it, meatball. Forget about it. Shit is YouTube. But the shit I'm talking about, this shit is real worldwide shit. This young lady right here, may she rest in peace, y'all. They killed this young girl and raped her. And then when they found her and then did the investigation, her organs was gone. And in this picture right here, like I said, the description in this picture, you'll be like, oh, she's a loving child and going to school. Nah, they said she was out there fucking with the gang. She was out there lining op up. Was she right for doing that? Hell no. Were they right for doing that? Hell no. But the part that's real deep, that's why I brought up this about the politicians. They said that the opposing team that actually killed her, check this out. They said that the leader of the opposing team was in connection with the Chicago Police Department, allegedly, that was also in connection with people with diplomatic immunity that was paying him for people that he killed. They was paying him to kill people. The police was involved with this. If you notice during the Kenneka Jenkins situation, the police were there also because they was already paid that bread. To this day, they still can't tell us what happened to Kenneka Jenkins. You're going to say she just got drunk, walked down a bunch of motherfucking flights to a basement, ironically got in the kitchen, then went into a freezer door and passed out and raped herself, took her clothes off, put her clothes back. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, she said getting a job as a nurse, excuse me. But she definitely was in the street lining people up, allegedly. That's when they killed that guy. Thank you, Drop Guard, for saying it. Zach TV. Zach TV did a woo-woo, and then he died. Rest in peace. The reason why I was talking about the Nigerian couple that y'all see just got convicted for the same thing, look how this is all going back to people with power and money. I just asked y'all, to the people that's in here, if you had $100 million, $2 billion, and your doctor told you you had 4 months to live, and somebody comes in there and tell you, I got 50, if you give me $50 million, I'll give you a liver in 2 days. I didn't have people said they'd do it, and I didn't even exclude family members and friends. Because everybody want to live. Nobody just want to get up and die. And they said that Nigerian couple, listen to this shit. Look at the intentions of their heart. Yeah, they was 100% wrong for what they was doing. But the reason why they got the man, because the son of them was sick. Their son, their child, life is on the line and about to die. So it's so fucked up. Like, who honestly and morally can get upset with a parent that's trying to save their child? I'd do anything in my life, in my power, and my capability to save my son. I know y'all would too. I know everybody in here, if they can pay $10 million, $20 million for their kid to live, they're going to pay that money. You see what Denzel Washington did in that movie, John Q. That nigga went crazy. Man going to work every motherfucking day. His son has a problem and a heart murmur. He's paying his motherfucking insurance. He's paying his taxes. And the hospital tells him, because of the specific ailment that his son has, his insurance don't cover that shit. You see, when you're working and going to a job and they tell you after 90 days you're eligible for what? Health benefits. A lot of people are not really looking at the fact, this is what we're looking at, what we gonna get and what we not gonna get. Oh, we getting an ambulance ride in an emergency room in the hospital. We're getting vision with our eyes, and we're getting dental. Some people don't get the whole package. It's best to get the whole package. Ambulance, hospital, glasses, vision, dental. New York, Nikki, salute. So when we're looking over the package about getting our insurance when we're employees, the only thing that we're specifically looking into detail about is what we have, what are we paying, and we good. We don't even look into the special coverages that's in all of them forms. They're saying A, B, C, D, E. Certain things that we are not qualified for because we don't think about certain things like that. In John Q, that nigga didn't think about reading the fact that that heart murmur ailment that his son had was a $300,000, $400,000 procedure. Top Shots, I see you in the building. See, they said the part about it is they said, yeah, your insurance covers your son in here in the hospital. Yeah, we'll give him medication for pain. We'll keep a close rate on his vital signs and everything like that. We try to keep him as comfortable as we can. But the doctor that's going to do that motherfucking surgery, he need $350. That shit don't cover that. That shit don't cover that. So do we got the right to get mad at that Nigerian couple for trying to use their influence, their power. Yeah, we can get mad on the morale, but think about the morale, what they were doing it for. Their child to live. Because when you think about life, there are so many things that you want to do to live because you know, especially, it's about to come to the end. With Kenneka Jenkins, nobody in the hood would have ever thought that it would have turned out to be one of the biggest investigations that's still closed to this day. This open to this day. That's why you know there's more behind this case, because she was killed in a hotel. Then they did an investigation on a hotel, and there was a bunch of foolishness going on with the hotel. Then it was videos surfacing about employees, janitors leaving the building with garbage bags. Then they got videos of people that's walking into the hotel that night with coolers. You know, that you put your beer and shit into, with coolers. Then they got videos of them leaving hours later with coolers. They are saying this is when her organs were removed from her body and put in coolers with ice and took it outside to whatever transportation they had. And then they went behind them and found 2 big warehouses in Chicago. And when they raided it, it was full of fucking organs. They did that with COVID-19 also. Y'all forgot about the family members that was wondering why that they family that was deemed to have COVID, their bodies was taken from them, and they did not let them do what? They didn't let them bury their families. They didn't let them observe their families. They said because of COVID, and it's a national crisis, the body is deemed. So what is your mother? So what is your father? So what is your child? So what is your uncle? You can't see this body no more. So now they don't even tell you if the body, they just say, well, it's buried. But before that body was taken from that facility, there were reports of so many of the COVID-19 cases, bodies, allegedly, organs was missing. Oh, no, we ain't got nothing but love over here, Top Shot. We don't do that shit over here. I don't know about any other chat, but I know one thing about over here. We really don't do the disrespecting nobody in the chat. No. And we don't bring up narratives from other bullshit over here. That's how you get pulled into bullshit. Whatever's going on with everybody, I pray for them. Just like I hope people prayed for me whenever I was going through whatever I was going through. And that's my take on all that shit. I got content. I got things to talk about that's interesting to me. And obviously it's interesting to a lot of y'all. Because this shit right here is very interesting. Motherfuckers is taking livers and kidneys and hearts and brains and eyes. Y'all seen the movie Get Out? Think about the movie Get Out. That's another one they threw right in front of us. Think about the movie Get Out. Caucasian woman dating a black man. He's in love. She's appearing to be in love. She's taking him to see the family. When he gets to the motherfucking house, they lined his ass up. He asked his so-called girlfriend, yo, what's going on? She was like, I forgot about it. That's when dad and all of his friends come through. I hate this shit. They do it every year. Remember, in the beginning of Get Out, they showed a dude from Brooklyn walking in a similar neighborhood. Guy in a Corvette comes up, drugs him, and throws him in the car, and that guy goes missing. Ironically, he pops up at the same motherfucking event with a fat white woman. Talking like Carlton Banks. Hello, good evening. How are you doing? He said, don't I know you from somewhere? He said, refresh my mind. I would never know if I would remember if we passed in crossing. Some type of wild Alfred Hitchcock shit. That nigga from Brooklyn talking like he Alfred Hitchcock. So when he's outside walking around, he's noticing they got one nigga sitting in a wheelchair just looking at him. Then they got one nigga out there that's blind. He just want to talk to him. He just want to touch his face and all that. Then there's one dude out there that wants his heart, wants his soul, wants his fucking spirit. So when he's out there, he's thinking he's just popped up on a family event and he didn't even know he was the fucking pig on the plate being auctioned. They were sitting out there auctioning for the nigga organs. They want everything. And then they still make it seem like this shit is a joke. How many of y'all remember the movie Paid in Full? You know, AZ, Alpo, Rich Porter. Anybody remember that movie? Anybody except a dead body. If ain't nobody in here seen the movie Paid in Full. Has anybody in here seen the movie Paid in Full? If ain't nobody in here seen Paid in Full, I'm gonna think somebody, y'all clones. Nobody in here saw the movie Paid in Full? I'm about to end this goddamn live. Y'all is clones. Let me give y'all a second. I'm gonna give y'all a second. Maybe y'all need some time because somebody gonna tell me out of the 15 people in here, y'all seen the movie Paid in Full. If not, I ain't gonna say nothing. We just gonna sit here and look at each other like we crazy. Thomas, you really ain't seen the movie Paid? Mighty Joe Young said, yes, sir. Tommy, you ain't never seen the movie Paid in Full? Come on, Tommy. Dunbar, shut up. You always talking about we seen it, man, because that's how you be talking. Come on, man. We seen it, man. Thomas said, not me. So I'm going to talk to Thomas. Yo, Thomas, Paid in Full is a movie about the kingpins from Harlem. Rich Porter, AZ Faison, and Alpo Martinez. AZ Faison was working in a cleaners. And he met a plug. He met a plug by the name of Lulu. Oh, Thomas said he know the story, though. He said, I'm watching this shit at work acting like I'm super busy. I appreciate that, man. Don't get fired because them niggas will kill you over them cell phones. They will send your ass to HR and give you 3 days home over a cell phone. I'd be a steward. I know a lot of reasons why they'll send you home, and that cell phone is one of the reasons that'll get your ass terminated. But in the movie, they was talking about the plug. His name was Lulu. But if you notice in all the movies, especially movies that they say are fiction, fiction is based off of fact. They describe Lulu as a Cuban man. Does anybody know the ethnicities of Lulu for real? Thomas said he know the story. Yo, Thomas, do you know the ethnicity of the real Lulu? My man said, we allowed to have one earbud in our ear. You good then? Do anybody know when they was talking about Lulu? They made Lulu appear to be a Cuban. I'm going to show y'all who Lulu is. This is Lulu. Facts. This right here is Lulu. This is the person that allegedly Mr. AZ Faison was getting all the keys of cocaine from. Him. Lulu. Y'all looking at Lulu. This is Lulu's real name. Mr. Eric Miller. Mr. Eric Miller. Unfortunately, Mr. Eric Miller was killed. He was killed in a robbery that they say went bad. They say when he was robbed, 7 kilos of cocaine, 7 kilos of cocaine was taken from him when he was robbed. I'm about to let y'all see the story. I'm about to let y'all see the story. This is some deep shit, y'all. I ain't even gonna tell you everything. I'm gonna let you see it. This is some deep shit. This is really some deep shit, y'all. Look at this. Y'all are now rocking with the best. I'm Sharon McLeod's son. Y'all talking about content. They can't even spell content. That's what I do.
$2 million murder, police sources say is $2 million murder. Police sources say a significant player in Philadelphia's drug trade was shot dead inside this Roxborough apartment that was packed with drugs. Good evening, I'm Joe Holden. Many families live in that apartment community, and many of them are rattled tonight. Eyewitness News reporter Matt Petro is live at Philadelphia Police Headquarters with the latest on the investigation. Matt.
Joe, Philadelphia police tell us a huge amount of cocaine was found in the victim's high-rise apartment over in Roxborough. People we talked to there tell us that they are just as startled to hear the news about the drugs as they were when they heard those gunshots last night.
It was maybe at least 4 to 5. Pop, 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 pop.
The crime scene tape is gone here at the Henry on the Park Apartments on Henry Avenue in Roxborough, but people can still remember the loud bangs they heard just before 8 o'clock Saturday night when a 46-year-old man was shot and killed. 2 men were then seen driving away in a dark Nissan Maxima.
I didn't think that was going to happen down in this area at all.
The victim hasn't been named, but sources tell us his murder may be linked to a robbery involving drugs. Eyewitness News confirmed about 20 kilos of cocaine were found both inside the victim's apartment and outside in the parking lot. The street value, roughly $2 million, and neighbors had no idea.
It makes me scared to even just come out and walk my dog just in my own home and stuff like that. I'm very frightened.
Now people who live here want the apartment owners to do more.
They need to be screening these people better, that are coming in here. And I think that we should have a security person.
I just really want the gun violence to come to an end.
And again, police have not yet released the name of that 46-year-old victim who had all that cocaine. They also have not yet released any information about his suspect. Reporting live at Philadelphia Police Headquarters, Matt Petrillo.
Them niggas said they found 20 fucking keys. He said them niggas found 20 keys in the motherfucking apartment and outside in the parking lot. So that means that nigga had work in the crib and the car. That's an old story that y'all don't even know about from years ago. That's Lulu. Allegedly, he was connected to one of the cocaine cowboys of Harlem by the name of Fritz. I'm gonna let y'all do y'all own homework on that one. If you know, you know. You notice what they said. They didn't expect anything like that to happen. This man was living, he was getting money in New York, living in Philly. You see the entrance to the house. You see what they said? Not in this neighborhood. You see what the black woman said? She said, I would never want just the gun violence. See what the white man said? He said, yo, they need to do more screening. They need to do better screening, and I believe we need security. You know, that's a good motherfucking area when they talking like that. They need more security. I feel unsafe. That's a good motherfucking area. 20 fucking keys. The other story I looked up said whoever killed him, they shot him, but they took 7. So if they took 7 and it was 20 in the crib and 20 outside, street value $2 million. That's 40 birds, man. Excuse me. Excuse me. People salute. I understand. You're 100% right. I was just using the terminology of that time frame and period because in Harlem, just like, you know, they called the people, the terminology cocaine cowboys is originally from the West Coast. The cocaine cowboys trademark originally comes from the West Coast. That comes from Griselda Blanco and the black man that she was dealing with when she started fronting him cocaine and the organization he started. Now, originally, that's where cocaine cowboys come from. Griselda Blanco. It's a two-part documentary on YouTube. That's facts. So people around the world, Harlem, Brooklyn, North Carolina, Virginia, Atlanta, DC, they all grabbed that cocaine cowboys because when people was of cocaine allegedly, you know, they felt like the cocaine cowboys of the fucking game. So originally, the terminology and that form comes from Griselda Blanco, not Washington Heights. And Washington Heights, if you have to understand, is right by Harlem. Just like Brooklyn is across the bridge from Harlem. We all had a group. They had cocaine cowboys in Brownsville. They had cocaine cowboys in Gowanus Projects. They had cocaine cowboys in Fort Greene Projects. These is facts. So that terminology came from the late, great Griselda Blanco. I was just using it as a terminology form. But if you fucking with 20 and 40 motherfucking kilos, you a goddamn cocaine cowboy. Because cowboys are known for what? Wrestling and rattling and controlling large herds of horses and cattle. Large herds of horses that they're breaking and training, or cattle that they're migrating from land to land. 40 keys, $2 million street value. And like them people said, that's why he chose that place to live. Because usually you don't want to be somewhere where it's obvious of who you are and what you're doing. You want to be somewhere where you can blend in, present yourself as the average person that's living in that area, a regular resident. And them type of areas The minute they see the big rims, the loud music, the gold chains, the shooting, the drugs, the congregation of groups standing around making sales, they calling the fucking police. Facts. Top Shot said he had a run-in with a grandson. Good God Almighty. Word up. That's where that terminology came from. But think about that. He was getting so much money, that nigga said he'd rather drive back and forth from Philadelphia. And unfortunately, wherever he was staying at, the people that came there, these had to be some people that he trusted, because if you're dealing with 20 and 40 keys, you're not going to just have anybody around you, and you're not just going to have nobody coming to your house. Oh, I know that. Oh, I know that, Top Shots. I know that. Just like a lot of people be thinking that, what's my man name? They think Chapo finished. No, he's not. These are facts. That nigga ain't finished. That nigga got family on top of 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 family, man. That shit ain't gonna stop. Even when he dead, it's gonna keep going on. That nigga El Chapo got so much money, I think he go to jail when he want to. Think about that. That nigga done broke out of what, 46 jails? Nah, you know I'm just joking. But what, he done broke out of 2 jails with the assistance of his money? Man got a lot of money, y'all. He got enough money to pay everybody. The president, the governor, the mayor, the general, the admiral, secretary of defense, the police department, legislation department. This nigga got a bunch of fucking money, y'all. Facts. That shit don't stop. When it come to people like El Chapo, just like with Pablo Escobar, God bless the dead, they make deals with the government. The government be like, yo, man, allegedly, yo, man, we know we ain't got no motherfucking manpower to go to war with you. You're making us look bad. Can you please just go to jail for a little while? This is facts. You see what Pablo Escobar told the motherfucking government? He said, fuck that pussy. If you want me to go to jail, I'm going to build my own motherfucking jail. He told them niggas, wait for me to build my jail. Then when I feel as though it's right, I'm going to turn myself in. That nigga was throwing parties in jail. That nigga was having loads and loads of women, loads and loads of cocaine, loads and loads of marijuana, loads and loads of alcohol. Him and his mans all lived together. Him and his cartel lived together in a jail that he built. He hired the motherfucking police. All right, now he hired the guards who was part of his motherfucking militia. He built the motherfucking jail. And the government he had under siege. Literally, if they're asking him to please go to jail, come on, man. Come on, man. Top Shot said he begging for his freedom. He might talk. The crazy part is he can't tell on nobody but himself. The only thing, allegedly, in my opinion, that El Chapo could do is give the government the names of the other organizations that he has been funding and flooding for all the years. I don't see him doing that. I could be 100% wrong. I don't see him doing that. And the reason why I don't see him doing that, because he had ample opportunity to be a rat. From the first time he went to jail, and then he broke out, and then they caught him again. The second time he broke out, then they caught him again. He could have been ratting. I just don't see that in his body. That's a fact. He said the CIA is in his pocket. Just like with Rayful Edmond. Y'all forgot about him? Freeway Rick Ross was not the only person allegedly that was being funded by cocaine by the Nicaraguan government and the CIA. It wasn't only Freeway Rick Ross. It was Rayful Edmond also from out of D.C. Remember him? You notice for all the corruption that we have in the world when it comes to prostitution, money laundering, gambling, drugs, extortion, human trafficking, child pornography, porn, music industry, religion, space technology, communication, distribution. It's all controlled by the people with the money. The dictation and the format of the world is laid out by everyone with all the money. I heard somebody say some deep shit. I think it was Umar Jackson, Dr. Umar Jackson. Even though I don't really fuck with too much he be talking about, he do be having some valid points. He said if the whole world stopped going to work for 30 days, we'll shut down their motherfucking economy. We'll break the system. He said we will break the system. If the whole world, anybody that's actually employed, that's getting taxed legally, if they stop going to work for just 30 days, they will bankrupt and break the fucking economy. Because they can't tax nothing that's not being made. They can't tax nothing that's not being produced. If all of us stop working for 30 days, that's when the economic motherfucking structure has to be reset. That's when the crisis will be created, when they will have to go into emergency funds such as FEMA and other agencies that back up with assistance for emergency money and funds that are just sitting in the cut. Not meaning paper money. What I mean is when they're going to go into the gold billions dealing with gold. The gold. The gold is what's transferred into money. If you notice, you get a gold of bar. You get a bar, an ounce of gold. And you go to the jewelers or the dealerships on 6th Avenue and 8th Avenue, and you walk up to the places that say we buy gold. They're going to take that ounce of gold. They're going to put it on a motherfucking scale. And whatever that scale says, 27, 33, 45, 62 pennyweights, they're going to take that 62 pennyweights, and then they're going to add that to quote unquote what the gold value is of that bar. If it's 10%, 14%, 18%, 22%, 24% gold, that's the value. They're going to actually tell you the monetary value by each pennyweight pertaining to the quality of the gold. So if the gold is 18 karat, they may say for 62 grams, we're going to give you $38 for each gram. 10 grams, $380. 20 grams, $760. And so forth and so forth. This is where the economic structure starts from. Gold that's on reserve. Because they done borrowed all the motherfucking money. We in debt. We so motherfucking far in debt, it's incredibly, I don't even know how they're going to get out of debt. We're in debt because of them. That's why your taxes keep raising and all that. They in so much motherfucking debt. Check your insurance every year. I promise you it raises either from slightest to $3 to $7 every year, depending on the accident rate in your area code. I asked my insurance company, if I ain't got no motherfucking accidents, why the fuck my insurance keep raising. You know what them niggas said to me? They said because the area code that you live in, the accident rate is high. Not abnormal, but it's high. What's abnormal about the area that you live in, the accident rate is, it's a high volume of people that are uninsured. God damn. So now I got to pay for that shit because motherfuckers driving around without insurance? Yes. That's why they've been warring. You see what Top Shot said? Everybody done forgot about that because they came in talking about the aliens that they're going to have to tell the truth about. But you notice they've been warring with Ukraine and all that. That's what they warring over, man. That's why they want Russia. They making it seem like Russia just waking up in the morning talking about, I want to fuck with the USA. No. Y'all keep sending motherfuckers over there and they keep catching them. Allegedly, the spies y'all niggas sending over there ain't good enough spies, nigga. And they keep catching them motherfuckers and they keep doing shit to y'all. Look how they just fucked us up right in front of our motherfucking eyes. They've been fucking with the Russians so long. They took that lady from the WNBA. That motherfucker went over there and chilled. Just went to Russia to just show some love and take pictures. This motherfucker's on a plane with a weed, with a pen. They throw that motherfucker in a Russian jail and say, bitch, you ain't going nowhere. Because she was a public figure and a WNBA star, legislation's got to come together. Now the government got to come together and they made an agreement. Check this out. The agreement they came up with is, we will give you back your basketball player, but you got to give us back our fucking arms dealer. Y'all caught that shit? The government, the United States government, got a nigga locked up for the rest of his life and the rest of his kids and his other kids and they kids that they gonna have lives. They say, yo, give that nigga back and we give you back a basketball player. A Russians dealer, a Russians arm dealer that sell everything from nukes, the guns, the tanks. This nigga got a team of niggas that's making weapons. You know how powerful that nigga is? That's when I knew they had them niggas by the motherfucking chokehold. Because number one, they're not going to tell everything that was disclosed in that agreement. They just gave the world the motherfucking part they wanted to know. We let the WNBA basketball player y'all was looking for go. But do y'all know what else shit we got signed up with these niggas? You know what other shit we got on their ass. So ironically, now they ain't talking about the war and everything that's still going on in the Ukraine. But before that motherfucking WNBA lady respectfully got released, that was on every goddamn channel. He said, jokes Biden. He said, think that might be male. You don't hear the voice. He said, Joe Biden got no spin. That's all. Joe Biden need to be in somebody's nursing home watching cartoons, y'all. Joe Biden is Tupac Shakur's father in Juice. You remember when he came and put $5 in his pocket when he was watching Bugs Bunny? That man fucked up, y'all. He can't walk. He can't walk, y'all. This nigga falling down everywhere. He can't follow instructions. They tell him to go stand on the other side of a motherfucking pulpit. He go walk past the motherfucker and go looking at somebody else like he crazy. They bring him back to the motherfucking spot and tell him to stop. He keep walking like he's some robot or something. The nigga's walking down the plane steps and fall. He can't walk, y'all. If anything, put the nigga in a motherfucking wheelchair. You dig what I'm saying? It's not that he can't walk. Shit, y'all seen the movie The Players Club? You see what happened when that nigga walked him in that wheelchair? That nigga said, yo, do something to make me happy, man. Nigga said, do something to make me happy, man. You seen what happened when that nigga came back in that wheelchair? Rest in peace, Charlie Murphy was like, boss, we about to go tear the ass. He said, nah, man, let me do it, man. He said, get me out. Help me with my motherfucking car and let me do it, man. They gave that nigga the rocket launcher, nigga. That nigga sitting in a motherfucking wheelchair with the rocket launcher. Doom! That nigga blew that shit off the ground. At least they can get that nigga a wheelchair and a gun. You go like this to... If you blow at Joe Biden, that nigga gonna fall down, man. That nigga can't even talk no more, y'all. That nigga up there, well, you know, because that time when you know we got to come together as a government because the world is at a different... That nigga don't even know what the fuck he talking about. He don't even know what the fuck he talking about. That nigga said the alligators that they have at the White House now, they said, come here, Joe, come here, Joe. Come here, Joe, come here. You know the motherfucking stenographer bitch to be sitting up there doing the shit. She talking about the alligators in the and then she just stopped like, you know, remember when they cut that motherfucking White House? They said, come on, Joe. Then they let Kamala come up there. That nigga's crazy, man. That nigga crazy. And they got this nigga allegedly running the world. You know what happens when the elderly get to a certain age. We assist them. We make their years on this earth the best that we can. Those of us that got a good heart and know how we supposed to treat people. But we don't let them get in front of the world and embarrass themselves and humiliate themselves. I wouldn't have my grandfather walking around like that, and I know he's weak. Like, seriously, man, I wouldn't have my grandfather walking up and down some motherfucking stairs to some fucking airplane, knowing that he gets short-winded. I'm making a joke about this shit, but that man, he's older. You dig what I'm saying? And he needs some help. And they just making that seem like a joke. It's like, that's why I said with the show I did with the cocaine last night in the White House, I think they're just trying to, besides the fact of trying to force him out of the White House, just my opinion, they're making a mockery of him. That shit ain't right. Yeah, that nigga done fell a few times, FTC. This nigga always falling. Go on YouTube. They done made a motherfucking compilation. Type in Joe Biden's falls. This nigga falling looking outside. He falling playing PlayStation. He's falling talking on the phone. He's falling waving. This nigga's falling in the bathroom. This nigga's falling, man. He need one of them shits on his neck. You press the button. I'm falling. I can't get up. Where you at, Mr. Biden? I'm in the West Wing sniffing. Where you at, sir? I'm at the West Wing. I done hit that Bolivian cocaine I had. Make sure nobody finds out about this. Okay, sir, we on the way. We are okay, sir. He's at the West Wing. He's in the West Wing. He done hit that bag. Go get him. Go get him. Top Shot said Trump never folded under pressure. Never. Trump will tell you to suck cock in a minute. You heard what he said to Rosie Perez. He said, fuck you, you fat bitch. That's what the president said. I didn't say it. That nigga told Rosie Perez, fuck you, you fat bitch. So y'all can't be getting mad at me for the shit I be saying on YouTube. if the fucking president of the United States can say, fuck you, you fat bitch, I can tell these niggas on YouTube to suck a cock every now and then. Can you dig it? Let me get a like button and let me see some dice cubes in the chat. If it's all right to tell some of these niggas suck a cock every now and then. Can you dig it? Nikki said that's the difference here in New York from Long Island, the 5 boroughs. The rates are cheaper on Long Island. What the fuck is up, nigga? Top flight security in the world in the motherfucking building. Craig, you got your whistle, nigga?
Yo, you's an ass. Nah, nigga, I ain't got my whistle. Nigga.
Oh, I'm sorry. Girl. Egypt ran over here like, what the fuck going on, nigga? What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? Egypt ran over here like she crazy. Say hello. Say hello. She don't say I fuck with Egypt. She ain't like this. Say hello. Tell them hello. Say hello. She like it.
Hello. Hello, Egypt.
Say, don't start whistling, nigga. Y'all can't see it because of the screen. Word up. Egypt ain't like that shit. Sit down, mama. I'm good. I'm all right. See, there she goes. She don't like that shit. She don't like that shit when I start whistling like that. She knows. She mean that mean get it. What that mean?
She know exactly what it is.
I know. I woke you up. I'm sorry. I don't woke her up. She was over there chilling, dead asleep. Yo, Tube Chronicles, I see you in the building. Pull up. You see the link, man?
Oh, word, he in the building? Yeah, let him pull up.
I was gonna sell Egypt to the Chinese restaurant yesterday, y'all. I was gonna sell Egypt to the Chinese restaurant yesterday for 2 orders of sweet and sour chicken and fried rice and 2 shrimp egg rolls.
Yo, it's hot as shit outside, dog.
Slavery, nigga. Slavery, nigga. I seen Kunta Kinte just rode a bike past my house.
Yo, you's a fool, man.
That's a fact. Can you see that story I did on Lulu?
On Lulu?
The nigga, him. You ain't been paying attention, man.
Nah, I had to get up. Oh, okay.
They found him in the crib. They found 40 keys after he got killed. Niggas robbed him for 7.
Wow.
They found 20 in his crib and 20 more in his car in the parking lot.
Wow.
That's who Lulu is from Paid in Full. That's the real Lulu.
Right.
And how you feel about this girl right here, Kenneka Jenkins? How they did her, man?
Yo, they did her dirty, man. They did her dirty. And they did the dude that I texted. I put it in the chat. The athlete. Because you know the athlete, they wrapped him up in a rug after they done took his organs out and stuffed it insides with newspaper. You ain't hear about that?
Nah.
Yeah, they stuffed homie insides with newspaper, bro. Yeah, I thought you knew about that shit, bro.
I just pulled it up because of the Nigerian family and what they was doing. I said, this shit is real crazy. Yo, Tube, pull up, nigga.
They did homie dirty, man.
Oh,
and
shit, he said Kendrick Johnson. Yo, he said you looking like Kendrick Johnson.
Yeah, that's his name.
Oh, I'm thinking you calling.
Nah, he telling me that's the dude's name.
What's the rapper
That's
name?
his name.
What's his name? The rapper Kendrick Jamal. What's his name?
Kendrick Lamar.
I'm thinking
Kendrick Lamar.
I'm so high. I'm thinking Kendrick Lamar name is Kendrick Johnson. I'm thinking, yo, Craig, you look like Kendrick Johnson because you know every day you look different. She said today I was looking like Tiger Woods, nigga. I'm on my Tiger Woods. I'm looking like about 23 years old today, nigga.
Right.
Word up.
God bless. God bless. Looking like Tiger Woods' big brother.
Hold on, he said, what's his name? Kendrick Johnson. Hold on, he said, pull it up.
Yeah.
Kendrick Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah, they found homie in a gym. Wrapped up in a rug.
The black kid. I know you're talking about the boy. Kendrick Johnson. Yeah.
I remember that. They took his organs and stuffed his insides with newspaper, bro.
I got it right here. Oh shit. Fact.
Yeah.
Cold-blooded fact.
I didn't know they did that to homegirl though, son. I didn't know they took her organs, man.
Yeah, they took her damn organs, bro.
Yeah, it said that like when you apply on your license, don't put that you want to donate your organs because you become a marked man, dog.
And I fucked up because I got my shit on there too.
You better be careful.
Nah, he donating his organs, Craig. That nigga donating his organs.
Fuck out of here. That's how they look for you.
Shit, you's an organ donor, nigga.
Bring you the story of Kendrick Johnson. His lifeless body was found upside down, wrapped in a wrestling mat at his high school gym in southern Georgia. His death was ruled an accidental asphyxiation by state and local law officials. He was only 17 years old. This was back in 2013, and his family still has questions and foul play. There's now a documentary film on what happened to Kendrick called Finding Kendrick Johnson, the result of a 4-year investigation into the facts of the case. The filmmaker Jason Pollock asserts that Kendrick's death was no accident.
We opened the body in this particular case.
He said they can't hear it, nigga. Shit right. Absolutely, man.
Parts are missing. Evidence is missing.
They said they can't hear it.
Blood. Now we did DNA testing. It was not the blood of Kendrick Johnson.
If it wasn't Kendrick blood,
This nigga done muted us.
who blood was it?
We know.
Huh?
We know.
They said they can't hear it.
They can't hear it.
Had to make this.
That's what Dunn just said.
Hold on.
Oh, this nigga tweaking. Dunn, salute, bro.
This nigga is
Yo,
fucking on
salute,
crack.
homie. Yo, you see how they had him wrapped up, right?
Let me turn the volume for him. Tell that nigga stop playing them. Take them dumbass 99-cent YouTube shits out, you fool. But then again, I had to mute you because your shit in the background is bugging, Craig.
Nah.
I'm in Starbucks. They playing some Southern country shit.
Wrapped in a wrestling mat at his high school gym in southern Georgia. His death was ruled an accidental asphyxiation by state and local law.
I could hear it. He was saying they couldn't hear it.
This was back in 2013.
Fucking family $1.99 headphones ass nigga.
There's no documentary
my nigga, so I can talk to him like that.
Kendrick called Finding Kendrick Johnson, the result of a 4-year investigation into the facts of the case. The filmmaker Jason Pollock asserts that Kendrick's death was no accident.
We opened the body in this particular case, and the organs were not there. Paper had been stuffed into the cavity to fill it up.
Body parts are missing. Evidence is missing.
And we tested it, and it was blood. Now we did DNA testing, and it was not the blood of Kendrick Johnson.
If it wasn't Kendrick blood, who blood was it?
We know. We know.
If KJ had been white, we wouldn't have had to make this film.
This week, I spoke to actress Jennifer Lewis, who is also the narrator and executive producer of Finding Kendrick Johnson. And I asked her how she got involved in the project.
Well, I was on book tour with my memoir, The Mother Black Hollywood.
Black woman
and
right
I
there.
did an interview
Lord,
with
have mercy,
Charlemagne the
Jesus.
God on the Breakfast
Grandma
Club.
could get it.
A young man asked me to take a photograph
I
with
swear
Mike
I've always
Brown.
been in love with this woman.
And asked if he could send it to the director, Jason Pollock. He did. And Jason, in that photograph, saw my passion and called and asked me to narrate this amazing documentary.
I see your passion, Grandma.
And I want to say this to you, Joe.
Please do.
I just want to tell you, it's the hardest thing I've ever done.
Talk, girl.
To sit there and talk about them taking this boy's organs and killing him.
We got Artist Morrison in the building.
I can only imagine. Let's play a little clip of the documentary for those who are watching.
A 5'10" kid decided to go head first into a 6-foot mat, then realized after he was stuck that he was gonna die down there. And then he died down there, stuck. Somehow silently, with a gym full of kids playing basketball and changing classes around him. Then his shoes magically appeared on the top of his body, inside the mat, shoved into the hole. His legs became twisted in the mat.
There are so many discrepancies in this case.
That is crazy, son. I just caught what he said.
Yeah, that's crazy, y'all.
Yeah.
That's really fucking crazy.
Yeah. And then the crazy shit is when they found them, man, they opened them up. That nigga had newspaper in them.
I can hear the damn fan in the back so clear. Oh yeah.
Damn.
I ain't gonna front. He got some shit.
Shit, these right here like 3, 4. These them beats.
But you want to hear something funny? If he allegedly jumped into to roll, why he took his shoes off? Why was his sneakers put right there so perfectly? If anything, he would still have his sneakers on, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Damn, son.
This shit different.
They don't care, and they said they opened a young man up, God bless his soul, and he was filled with newspaper.
Yeah. They never caught who did that shit till this day, too, bro.
That's different.
Just like with Kenneka Jenkins, because they said who it was connected to. They said that the opposing people that they was arguing with, the leader, allegedly, I wasn't there. Because you come try some exact TV shit with me, I'm a kid. But they said the leader.
This nigga head,
with the police, and the police was involved with the government, connected to people with diplomatic. Yo, you can Google this shit. Right after this shit happened, they raided 2 warehouses in Chicago that was filled with organs.
Wow.
Just like with the 9/11 situation, with the COVID-19 situation, when so many people, family members, were in the hospital and they were all right, and then allegedly, when the virus hit, they died. You see how many bags they had of people on right there on East New York Avenue in front of Brookdale Hospital? That shit was sad, man. They had bags of people just outside on the sidewalk. That shit is fucked up, bro.
Yeah. They had so many bodies, that shit was crazy. They had to get a freezer.
Bodies stacked in white bags on the sidewalk. You could just walk right past that shit.
Yeah, they had to order.
More bodies was put out there. But check
they had to order.
Did you notice what they did after that? They said anybody family member that was deemed with COVID-19, if you bring the birth certificate, they're going to give you $10,000 to $15,000 on the burial. If you took the body, and I can't see the body, how are you giving me $10,000 to $15,000 on the burial? And so many people took the $15,000. It was an episode on Nightline saying how people took $15,000 to forget about their family. And that was some deep shit because so many people showed the birth certificate and they got the checks and just accepted that their family members, they'll never know where they're at. They never could go see them again. They allegedly was put in Potter's Field, but a new Potter's Field was made specifically for people that were infected with COVID. That shit don't even make no sense.
That shit crazy.
Nigga, what the fuck is you over there listening to?
I'm in Joe. You ain't hear what I said? I said I'm in Starbucks, man. Forgive me.
La 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 la
You know that was just shit back then.
No one else can make me feel the colors that you bring. I ain't never heard no shit like that.
Who sing that, Dice?
Minnie Rippleton. I think
shit. yo, Tube, you see how serious he got, right?
So not for nothing, if he knew who's singing that shit or not.
You makes me feel beautiful, nigga. La 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 la. La 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 la.
You need music like this on your shit right here.
You need a woman like that,
perfect.
nigga. If a motherfucker loves you so much, she start going la 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 la. La. imagine that shit, y'all. You sitting in the crib, wifey cooking and shit like that. You come in the kitchen, get some Kool-Aid or something, and she just look at you and go, la 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 la. La 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 la.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy,
start hitting the high note.
That motherfucker said, no one else can make me feel colors that you bring.
What?
What? She said, nobody else makes me feel the colors that you bring, nigga. That shit.
Yo, you's a fool, man. Yo, Trump, that nigga a fool, man.
See, only nigga going through something could appreciate a song like that. I'm going through something. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Many
That's
ripples.
all good.
This nigga going through something every day, man.
I ain't drinking. That's only Kool-Aid.
Look, he enjoying as much as he talked about the song, Tribe. He enjoying the shit.
That's Kool-Aid or not, my nigga. You can be tired of this. That's Kool-Aid.
Look at this old school ass. He enjoying that shit.
What's
like
in that?
He get burned
Tell y'all
up.
something about that old school shit. I was speeding one night. I didn't know I was speeding. Coming from work, police jumped behind me. True story. I said, look at this bullshit. But I was listening to the best of Kenneka Jenkins.
Nice.
When I rolled the window down, that shit said, had a love so real. It was something I could feel, and I lost it. That nigga looked at me and said, how you going so fast, man? When he started bobbing his head, I said, I got him. That nigga, I swear to my mother, that nigga like this. Let me see your license and registration, man. Love so real. Something I could feel, and I lost it. The nigga took my license. That nigga went back to his car. That nigga came back and gave me a warning. He said, man, slow down.
Because of your music.
He said, I love the music, man. He said, slow down, baby. He said, but I love the music. Get on out of here. If I'd have been listening to
guess
that,
what?
I'm in the spot with this stripper bitch. She from Tennessee. That nigga probably would have been like, you need 3 cars like that. You got a big nigga talking about King Bond.
You was listening to drill rap, you would have been locked the fuck up.
They don't play that shit down here, son. Get pulled over by the police listening to drill rap. You going to jail. You going to jail for listening to that shit. If you over 25 years old, you going to jail for listening to drill rap.
They're going to treat you like you got 4 keys and 10 guns in the car.
Cocaine in the car. Oh, that's yours. That's yours. What's mine? That cocaine, because you over 25 years old and you listening to King Bond. Cut that stupid ass shit off. That's the piece of King Bond. You in the top with the stripper bitch. She from Tennessee. Shut the fuck up.
You gonna be in Tennessee after they done with your ass.
You niggas say, oh, you down in Tennessee and North Carolina, huh? Step out the car, please, sir. Next question. Is there anything in the car that I need to know about, sir? I ain't go through none of that shit. That nigga walked up bobbing his head, nigga. Had a love so real. Something I could feel. And I lost it.
What you listen to that? Nothing but a TKO?
No, it was the best of Teddy Pendergrass CD.
Yeah, but that's one of his songs.
But that wasn't it. That was the whole town's laughing at me.
Nothing but a TKO.
That nigga said had a love so real. Something I could feel. And I lost it. Y'all ain't never been through nothing. You see what FTC Vice said? That's the truth. Y'all ain't never been through that shit, man. That nigga said had a love so sweet. It was something I could eat, and I lost it. You don't hear no music like that no more. Everybody
you don't.
Fuck
I ain't
that
going
bitch,
to.
fucking ass. Fuck that bitch and she is bullshit. And fuck that bitch, I want a Percocet. That shit ain't getting no kids coming. Ain't no kids coming.
Nah.
Fuck that. Give me no Percocet.
That's gonna be a bunch of Prozac babies.
Who want no woman don't hear that? Just imagine that shit. Y'all chilling in the crib, maybe come in the room with a little lingerie on, she ready to razzle and dazzle, and you go, shut up, bitch, go get me Percocets. I'm doing it. Percocets. She gonna run the fuck out the goddamn room and call her family. Come get me out this house. This nigga's crazy. She gonna leave, nigga.
Yo, that's why I don't go to clubs no more, man. Niggas is battling women. I remember going to a club, you snatch your bitch off the dance floor, you take it to the wall. You know what I mean? And you grind and whine with her on the wall. Niggas ain't doing that no more.
Them niggas is in the motherfucking shit voguing now.
Yeah.
Can you feel it?
Niggas is trying to out-twerk the chick.
Word up. We got DL Johnson in the building. What up, baby? My man said, I love Percocets. We fuck with you, though, baby. You can be on anything. It could be marijuana to cocaine, as long as you ain't jumping out of a motherfucking plane when you got some sense when you get over here. Can you heard me? Shout out to all the niggas fucking with them perk 10s. But I'm telling you, them shits is fake. You niggas is on fentanyl. The real Percocets left with the yellow school buses. And if them shits wasn't saying /125 educational purposes, you niggas is on perk. You niggas is fucking with that Fetty Wap.
They on that gnaw. On them gnaw pills, man.
Them shits is dope fiend pills, man.
Mm-hmm.
I seen a nigga take a perk and a nigga start.
Synthetic heroin. Percocets
No way.
is naturally Percocets is synthetic heroin. Google it.
Mm.
That's why some people sniff them. But if you fucking with them perks now and you ain't getting them from your doctor, you on that fentanyl.
You might not live to see the next day.
You better watch
Might not live.
MSNBC.
This fentanyl killing motherfuckers.
And John, yeah, it's only gonna take one.
Fentanyl killing motherfuckers.
They playing over there, son. They went from black.
Well, you like. You really get that shit?
I'm on that goddamn that candy cigarette, baby.
He says, so we all on something.
Hold up, fuck it. You right. Everybody's loved over here. Shit, we got problems. It's life, nigga. Long as you ain't robbing nobody, long as you paying your motherfucking bills, and you trying to be as righteous as you can, I don't give a fuck.
Shit, they got functional crackheads nowadays.
Man, they got functional crackheads forever. Yo, matter of fact, speaking of crackheads, shout out to my cousin Daryl Thomas, y'all. That night he was supposed to take me to New York. I got great news, y'all.
This nigga.
I know, I'm being serious right now, y'all. My cousin yesterday. And I'm so proud of him. My cousin yesterday turned himself yesterday into the rehab, and he's gonna be gone for 90 days. Let the applause go for my cousin. This nigga been smoking crack since he was 5 months old, y'all.
You stupid. Nigga stupid.
And he is like 64. He's been smoking crack since he was about 5 months old to about 3 days ago.
Oh, you the fool.
Inshallah, he said, I'm tired of this shit, cuz. And I know he wasn't lying because he sent me a request to talk to him on Google Chat because they gave him a phone in here. They gave him a Google Chat phone. So Google Chat, he said, yo, what's up, cuz? I'm in here. He turning around, showing me the shit. He happy. I said, I'm happy for you, bro. And everybody put their prayers up for my cousin Daryl, man. Word up. That's a fact. That nigga woman broke out on him. She said, you smoking crack cocaine and I'm never coming back home. He said, God damn it, she knew I've been smoking crack since we met in 95, guys.
Damn.
She said, I'm coming back if you stop smoking crack. That motherfucker was on the way back to North Carolina and they said, cuz I'm getting in that spot. I ain't doing this shit no more. Crack cocaine is no longer for me. He's never said this. His whole conversation is about to go get high. See y'all later, I'm going to get high. About to go get high. About to go get high. Yo, y'all know I'm going to get high, right? Yo, I'm going to get high. Yo, I'll be right back. I'm going to get high. Y'all need something? I'm going to go get high. Yo, I'm going to the store to get some cigarettes and going to get high. Y'all want something when I go to the store while I'm getting high? That was his whole conversation.
He won't even bring you your shit back.
No, he ain't gonna do that. He won't do that. He won't do that. One thing, he ain't no thief.
Oh, he gonna get high and come back.
He a crackhead with etiquette.
Oh, okay.
Nah, he ain't.
Yeah, you got a few of those.
Nah, he ain't
This
gonna
nigga
steal.
got a few of those.
This nigga's crazy,
Nah,
yo.
he gonna steal from me. Shout out to Dap.
This nigga's crazy.
Yo, remember back in the days, crackheads will hook your crib up from the shit they was stealing?
Mm-hmm.
You talking about remember this day? That shit's still going on right now.
He said they still doing that shit. That's a fact. This nigga's crazy. He's crazy high, yo. Crazy high. He said, remember this shit?
He said this is still going on.
We still doing that.
Right now, I know a nigga named Tim. You get this nigga $20, that nigga will bring you 20 motherfucking steaks, nigga. Dollar steak, nigga. Thick shit. What up, man?
What up?
We start talking about crackheads, man. You pop up. You been in the
What
building.
up, man?
We start talking about crackheads, man. You want to pop up? What you trying to tell us something?
Yo, I done already told you. Don't be putting that shit out in the air. I smoke motherfucking purple haze, nigga.
I didn't say you smoke. I said you sell crack. I said you're a crack dealer.
I don't sell that. No, I don't sell nothing. Not even
A
A-line.
outside shit around niggas selling crack. I don't give a fuck.
He lying. Don't believe him. Don't believe him.
Selling crack. Should be sitting down on the plate. It'd be old niggas and young niggas. And they be looking like they be hustling.
Lie.
This shit done got
Can't
crazy.
believe a word you say.
Dice is crazy.
Dice sitting over there lying. I only be around New York Nicky.
Y'all want to listen to
New York Nicky. I'm gonna talk to you, New York Nicky, because I know you got sense. So I'm gonna talk to you, New York Nicky. I only be around retired businessmen.
Hold on. Now you gonna say because you know what? I hit you in the back.
What you talking about? No, because Dice brought it up. Look, I know you know. That's why I ain't even say nothing, because I know you know.
You know he didn't say I was lying.
New York Nicky don't know. So that's why I said, you know what, New York Nicky, I'm gonna talk to you.
But did he say I was lying?
Yeah, I said you lying.
No, I said you said I was lying. I said the Trumps, you said your words exactly was, you know I know you, but he didn't say I was lying.
I didn't say nothing.
He ain't say nothing. He ain't gotta say you lying. I'm saying you lying.
Any other time if you go to any of my shows and I say some goofy shit, he go, come on, man. Nah, Dice, you bullshit. He ain't do that.
I'm saying
no.
He ain't do that.
He don't have to.
Go check my shows. If I say
he
some
don't
bullshit,
have
he
to.
go, come on, Dice.
Yo, Greco, King Greco, don't listen.
Yeah.
Don't listen to him. I don't be around no motherfucking crack people selling people. People don't even sell crack no more. What are you talking about? They don't even sell crack no more. When the last time you seen a crackhead? When the last time you got a TV, some shoes, you know what I'm saying? A dishwasher, deep freezer. When the last time you got any of that?
But he on that goddamn booger sugar. We get ceiling fans, air conditioners, big screen TVs, living room sets, deep freezers. I got
Yo, Trump, he said a deep freezer.
A deep freezer. What you talking about?
Shout out to my cousin V. Sean. He go, Jamon, you know what I got?
Freezer. You feel me?
And he'll send me pictures. I swear to God, this is what my cousin do. He go to the store.
This shit getting out of hand.
Take a picture of what he about to get, and he take a picture of the price. Because he wants half. He don't give a fuck. If that shit $1,000, he want $500. You dig? So he'll take a picture, and then he'll go, you want it? Then you get like 5 or 6 of them shits.
You know what? You know what, Dice? When I finish with what my project I'm working on and air it tonight, you gonna owe me an apology.
What you gonna do?
Yeah.
She gonna do a virtual scene and block out all the drug dealers. Because she be doing that shit with the computer now. That she gonna do. Everybody gonna be blocked
I
out.
don't be I don't be around drug dealers. I be around retired people.
Let me tell y'all something about I'm gonna talk to my retired family. Them niggas has got, like they said, they on budgets and they got to make the weight. I got some that grow watermelon. I got some that fish.
That's what I'm talking about.
Cards. And I got some that's in that underworld.
Now you know what I be over there doing for real? And Trouble can co-sign on this. I be over there smoking up they weed and keeping my money in my pocket. That's what I be doing.
What the fuck is retired businessmen doing smoking weed?
We retired. We can smoke if we want to. What are you talking about? That's what retired people do. At least we ain't walking around drunk, falling down somewhere.
What I'm trying to say,
like Biden.
Usually niggas that be selling, yeah.
At least we ain't Biden.
Yeah, that nigga always falling. Get that nigga a wheelchair.
Nah, but I do be around those kind of people sometimes too. They be out there.
No, I ain't gonna front. I just be bullshit. But
no, I ain't gonna front. They be out there sometimes. They be out there.
They could be in the fucking hood. It's shit down here. The hood different down here. We got a tree down here. They got this shit called a tree.
Now I be in the hood.
Nigga.
Yeah.
Everybody be
I be across the street on the opposite side of where all the drama go on at. By the store. The only time I go on that side is if I'm going in the store to buy something. And I come right out. Because they don't know how to act. They be harassing
He's got like
me.
8 baby mothers out there.
Yeah, he do.
I got one son. One child. My son must be
that you claiming.
Let that be known.
That you claiming.
First of all, after 26 years old, ain't no need for no more. A couple of
Trump, that nigga got like 8 baby mothers out there, son.
A couple of possibles. I will not lie on that. There were a couple of alleged possibles. I will not lie on that. But nah, that story ain't adding up, man. I saw Sean McCloud. That story ain't adding up. The one thing my mother did when she looked at my son, when my son was born, she started looking at this nigga like he an alien and shit. She looking at his feet, his ears, up under his goddamn nose. My son mother said, "Mom, what you doing?" She said, "Mama's baby, daddy's maybe." She said, "He ours." That shit made tears come out my baby mom. I swear I'm not being funny. That shit made tears come out my baby mom's eyes. She was like, "I love you and all that." She said, "But I'm not playing when it come to our name." And you know what my mom did? This how sneaky this motherfucker was. This bitch, excuse my language, backside a picture from me when I was 7 days old. And put the shit right next to him. She was like, "Look." It looked like I look like him in a black and white picture with old clothes on. Yeah, I've had a couple of alleged people saying, "Yeah, this is your baby." I'm like, "Yo, let's go get that word." They start talking about wham, 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 wham. Now it's a Pac-Man game. And if you live with a nigga, oh, we gotta get that DNA, man. We gotta get that DNA. Please don't judge me, but I wouldn't give a fuck. If you live with a man, and at one particular time, like I said, when I was young, I ain't give a fuck about none of that shit. If you was living with a nigga, so what? If you had a man, so what? Because I used to fall for the sucker shit. They'd be like, I love him. I love you. I don't like him. Yeah. If you live with him and a baby come, I need that DNA.
My Dice, you know you secretly taking DNA tests from the kid.
I wish I was.
Nigga, come over to the crib. Come here, little nigga. Let me see your mouth.
I knew this wrong.
Yo, this nigga. That nigga like swipe.
You have to treat me like a woman. You You know how sometimes a woman take a pregnancy test and that shit says she's pregnant, and they be like, nah, this one was broke. Get another one. No, we say the same thing. Word up.
Shit, I'm gonna slide out. I'm about to go make something to eat, man. I don't know what y'all getting into.
I'm about to shut it down too, y'all. I'm going live tonight.
Oh, you going live tonight? What time you going live tonight?
Probably 9, 10, or 10, 10.
9, 10, 10, 10, 10. 9, win.
No, 9, 10, or 10, 10. 9, 10 is my birthday.
Well,
10, 10 wins is the radio station my grandfather used to listen to in Brooklyn. If you give us 10 minutes, we'll.
Yeah, I used to listen to that shit too.
10 minutes.
I used to listen to that shit too. So what the topic gonna be about tonight?
Fat women with little feet.
Yo, this nigga's crazy. This nigga's crazy.
The topic tonight is gonna be about fat women and little feet.
Yo, this nigga's crazy.
Nah, I'm just bullshitting. I got a couple of stories I'm gonna pull up. I just don't know which one I'm gonna get into. But nah, I'm just bullshitting. Shout out to everybody.
Nah, we need some more. We need some more women to come fuck with us though.
Yeah.
We definitely
Matter
do.
of fact, shout out to Chilling with Love too. She came to show some love the other night. She said she was gonna purr back up. So maybe when we get the ladies' night shit going on, we can break out there, all be up there doing their thing.
Yeah, because there's mad shit to talk about when we got our counterparts with us. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm about to act like a rash and break out. Yo, Legal Guap, we see you in the building. Team Guardian, Top Shots. Who else is up in here, man? We got a few people up in the building. Drop Guard, People's 212. We had Thomas, my man Mighty Joe Young. Team Guardian always in the building. Chase Milano. I told y'all, do me a favor, man. Get over there and subscribe to Chase Milano, man. That's his handle right there, Chase Milano.
Yo, answer your phone.
Yeah.
Yo, answer your phone, man. Stop treating me like a whore.
This nigga said, answer your phone and stop treating me like a whore, y'all. Only, I'm telling y'all.
Dice be treating me. Dice be treating me like a whore, y'all.
No, I ain't. Well, I'm not working, and I ain't going to sleep. Even though I've been up, y'all wouldn't even believe. If I told y'all how long I've been up, y'all would be like, "You on them Percocets?" No, not at all.
You on that stuff? Percocets ain't gonna keep you up. That stuff.
Word up. Shout out to all the motherfucking candy cigarette smokers. Yo, Dunbar.
No, but
you at work?
But yo, answer your phone. I want to talk to you about some content we can talk about.
All right, make sure you don't be having no Minnie Rippleton playing though. Yo, Dunbar,
No,
you off work?
This nigga.
You at work stealing?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Nah, I'm just bullshit. That man don't be stealing. I'm just bullshit. Yo, justice for Kenneka Williams, man. Word up, justice for Kenneka Williams.
Definitely. And Kendrick Johnson, definitely.
And find out who killed this man, Mr. Eric Miller, man. He was getting money. And they said besides the fact, you dig what I'm saying, he was getting money. If you notice right there, he had a stable that he was showing kids how to ride horses. That was his dream. He loved to ride horses and all that. And like I said, he's still a human being, man. Certain things ain't supposed to happen.
Yo, that's that shit, man, you talked about, bro. About, like, why rob the plug when you can get more money from the plug?
They took 7.
You
He had
talked
40.
about that.
It was 40.
But imagine how much. But imagine how much he could get more.
They took 7.
Bro,
He had 20 in the house and 20 in the car. You know why that shit happened, y'all? This is why.
Niggas greedy, man. Niggas.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me. Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture. I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Get him Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Job, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang.